Today I am going to show three very exciting yet low budget yet world class games which everyone, and when I say everyone, I mean a kid as young as 7 years and a grandfather as old as 70 years, all can play together. So without wasting time, let's get started quickly. So first is an abstract strategy board and card game, simple yet challenging and fabulous fun for kids and adults aged 7 and up. It is called Sequence, and if you search on internet to top 10 board games, Sequence is the first game which comes on Google search. So I will quickly explain you how to play this amazing game at home. So this is a sequence board. This I have made at home, but one can buy also, for which I am sharing link in the description area below this video. This game can be played between 2 to 12 players. So great, now entire family can participate. As you can see that each corner of the board has a free space that all players can use to their advantage. This space acts as if it has chip of each color on it at all times. So to form rows, chips may be placed vertically, horizontally or diagonally. For example, if I get these cards, then I have to see that in which area I can form more sequences from the cards I have, and accordingly I will start the game. So like as you can see, I have this 3, 7 and 5. So I can start the game from here. I have got this 5, 3 and 7. So what I'll do, I'll place my chip over here somewhere, and then I will remove this card. I will put this down, and for this game you require 2 deck of cards, and I will take one card from that and place it over here. Suppose if the opponent is making a sequence over here, so as you can see that in my cards I've got these 2 J. So most of the people never realize that some of the J has 2 eyes and some have 1 eye. So these J play a very important role in the sequence game, and they act as a wild card. So if you have a double IJ, you have the power to put your chip anywhere in the sequence board. Suppose if the opponent is making a sequence over here, so and you have this double IJ, so you can put your chip over here and block the sequence. Similarly, if you have a single IJ, as you can see I have that, so you have the liberty to remove any chip from the sequence. So suppose I'm making a sequence over here and I have this single IJ, so I can remove this opponent's chip from here so that in future I can make a sequence over here. As you can see that I have this queen, so I can place my queen in the next round and complete this sequence. So as you can see that we can form sequence diagonally, vertically as well as horizontally. And suppose you have formed one sequence, then you can only use one chip of your sequence to make the another sequence. You cannot use this 3 or 2 chips to make a new sequence, but you can use this. Suppose my chip is there, so I can start forming a sequence over here. So if I have formed this sequence, then this sequence is complete and the opponent cannot use a single eye to remove any of the chip from this sequence. So this sequence is complete. This will be counted as one sequence. Also, once a jack is played, then its turn is end. So you have to remove it and put it aside, and you have to take another card and continue the game again. So as you can see that I have taken 6 cards. So the number of cards dealt to each player varies by the number of people playing. So if 2 people are playing, then 7 cards each. If 3 players, then 6 cards each, and similarly it follows, as you can see in the right side. So moving on to our second game, and it is none other than the Pictionary, the world-class game. It is designed to help people recall important vocabulary words and make connections between terms and concepts. Furthermore, it helps people to visualize concepts and promotes positive group dynamics. It is better to buy this game since it has so many cards. I've shared the link for the same in the description of this video. So this is the board of Pictionary game. It has got pencils, dice of different colors. This is the dice to throw, these booklets where you can draw, and these are the set of cards. So different color have different significance. So as you can see that we are playing with two teams. So we will just roll the dice and whichever gets the higher number starts playing this game. Suppose in the dice it comes out as 1. So 1, so this is the place from where we start. So this is the yellow, from here we start the game. So suppose in my dice 1 has come, so I will put this 1 here and I will remove one card from it, and since it is of yellow color, so I will start drawing whatever is written in the yellow color. So here you can see elephant is written. So I will start drawing elephant on it and my partner will have to guess it, and if he guesses right, then again I get a chance to throw the dice. Sun, rock, turtle, bottle, bottleneck, newspaper, house, bottle house, turtle house, igloo,
Lighthouse. Light bulb.
So-
Lighthouse.
look like a light. Looks like a turtle. Likewise, so one who completes this entire circle and reaches the end first is the winner of this game. So the objective is to be the first team to reach the last space on the board. So when the dice reaches on all play, that means that all the teams have to play this, and when the dice is on all play, suppose the dice is here, then whatever is there in the red side, that on the red line, that is, as you can say, scratch card. So one member of each team will draw scratch card and the other partner will have to guess, and whoever guesses it first is the one who is the winner. As I said, the different colors have different significance, so it becomes easier for the person to think in one direction and start guessing. So as you can see, the yellow represents person, place or animal, O represents an object, A represents an action, and D represents a difficult word which are difficult to represent in a drawing, and this red, which is called as AP, represents all play. As you can see that there is an hourglass also in this game. So every person who starts drawing have to put the hourglass, and by the time hourglass finishes, you have to draw, else your turn will be over. Remember, the pictures cannot contain any letter or numbers, nor can the drawers use spoken clues about the subjects that are drawing. The teammates try to guess the word the drawing is intended to represent. So the third game is a homemade game which is called as the Fun and Pun. I'm sharing the steps of how I made this game at home.
Six.
Put a cookie on your forehead and slide it to your mouth. So viewers, do try these games at home with your kids and your entire family and share your experience in the comment section. See you all next week with some other interesting video on real life parenting tips. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share my channel. Till then, happy parenting. I have put 70 punishments in fun and fun game. You can add as many as you have and you can be creative as much as you can for these 3 games. You can improvise. There's a set pattern by which sequence is made. If you look closely, then there's a set pattern, but this is a fixed pattern which is made in sequence. Don't try to change the pattern in sequence, else you might find difficulty in permutations and combinations while playing this game. And for Pictionary, I have already shared the link. You can buy it from Amazon.